this work with you guys. I think that's always super helpful. And we're going to be diving into the energy work manipulation stuff that I've been talking about in a mini series that is linked on the page called Antojai Ascended Master, or How to Become an Ascended Master. Sorry. So if you've been following that series, I've been pretty much walking you through on the different ways of perceiving reality while you're going through the ascension process and how you can start manipulating reality faster as you go down that road. We talked about how the way you shape your consciousness is how you basically start changing the rules of reality. So if you can convince yourself that reality isn't as difficult as you normally would consider it, then it starts changing by default for you. If you think that you're lucky, then it's going to start manifesting. Then we go into force, like you can push energy, which changes the course of reality, or you can pull energy, which also will change like the spin of reality. We talk about density, which is bringing the atoms or energy together to make a law or something stick, or spreading apart the different spaces between matter and reality and energy so that things break apart. Then gravity is centering a bunch of force or internal spiritual energy so that you can bring things of similar calibers to you. This is kind of sort of like the law of attraction. So, force, density, gravity, and today we're going to just talk about like monitoring your rhythm, okay? So rhythm is the ebbs and flows of reality. So you might notice that if you wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, you have your creativity is on blast and you can totally like understand what you have to create today and what you want to execute, what the message is. But if you wake up 4 hours later, you don't have that same kind of energy because the version of you that exists as the creator is waking up at 8 o'clock. It's like an alternate reality, right? So rhythm is very small little things in your reality that you can do. Rather, it's a change in your diet, it's a habit change in general, waking up a little bit earlier, being more daring, right? So rhythm is essentially how you show up and how you align yourself with the version of you that is manifesting what you want. Okay. So I'll give you a couple different examples on how to like really tune into that if you're still missing. Um, if there's this technique called quantum jumping, right? And I know you guys have heard of quantum jumping, but the technique of quantum jumping itself is you visualize the type of person that you want to be, right? Like you are the content creator, you are the entrepreneur, whatever, right? The super psychic. That person believes something very specific. That person is doing things in a specific way, and that's called their rhythm. The rhythm is their pattern or their schedule, essentially, the way that they've attuned their mind to get the results that they're looking for. So then, if you quantum jump into like your future self and just ask them, what's your rhythm? What do you do that gets you in alignment with this? They'll tell you something super simple, like super basic, like wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning, or make sure at noon you meditate for 15 minutes no matter what. When that message comes through for you and you just apply it without fail, everything else around you is going to start to change. Your gravity is going to change. The density between how difficult things are versus how easy they are will change. And then you'll be able to direct reality with force by saying, I want more of this coming closer to me and more of that over there getting further away from me. And that's where you really start understanding how to be a conscious creator of your reality in general. Okay. So it's a really powerful way to dive into the uh, the way you bend reality. Big love from Australia. Hey, thank you for sharing. Thank you for being here. So yeah, that's the other thing you have to understand. Part of your rhythm has like these down tempos, these down spikes to them as well. Like today, I wanted to record a video. I couldn't record a video because like my creativity was off. I got a message from the universe to turn on Instagram. I saw someone else live streaming, and then I suddenly got this idea like I don't have to create content polished and recorded every time. I can just go on a live, right? And this still counts with being in the momentum or the rhythm of being a content creator, because that's kind of like what I'm doing right now, right? Like I really want to embody the content creation vibe. Um, and it's hard. Not mostly because the process is hard. It's just there's so much psyching yourself out of doing the thing that you really want to do. And it's like, what if it's not the right time? What if I'm not polished enough? Whatever. That's the rhythm of an old version of you. The you that is actually executing whatever it is that you want to do isn't second guessing themselves, and that's why they're doing the thing, right? And that's another way you can really like break down how to really like work with your internal rhythm and scape, and understanding that the rhythm has down moments where you just need to relax, you need to discharge, you need to not do anything. And if you can allow yourself to do that, then you open up more possibilities for you. I think we always get this idea that we have to keep doing so that we can get the manifestation results that we want. But in reality, all you have to do is allow yourself to understand the mechanics of reality, sink in with it, and then work from that space. And that's what every master has taught you over any esoteric art. So, enough with my rant. I thought that was a really good opening so that you can understand what we're about to do next. If you've never meditated with me before or done energy work, well, you're in for a treat. All you have to do is set your intention, set your mind that we are in the same room together right now. Take a deep breath in. And what we're doing is like when we both say we're in the same room together right now, we're already defying space. When you take the deep breath, then you're sinking in the timeline where we are beyond space and time. And then if you're following along, you can feel a little bit of like a tension here. You may be feeling like you're falling into a trance. This gives you the indication that you are actually, expanding and you're bending reality right now. So then taking a deep breath in, I'm going to start doing an activation for you in 3, 2, 1. All you have to do is accept the activation. And all you have to do is think about a manifestation that you want to happen immediately. And try to think of something that is possible for you. Think of a manifestation that you want to happen immediately. And as you focus on that manifestation that you want to happen immediately, you're going to feel like a charge. You're going to feel energy start to rise. If you're feeling any rise, or you're falling deeper into a trance, or you're starting to get messages, it's because you are now getting in tune with your manifestation. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I am just literally opening up the portals to manifestation. Manifestation is happening all the time, but when you focus on just tuning into the energy of manifestation, it opens up a very specific portal, and in whatever it is that you're thinking about is the focus where all manifestation is going to organize itself around. So it's basically like me telling ChatGPT, I want you to do deep research on manifesting this next thing for me, right? And then it'll do the deep research for it and then tell you exactly what's about to happen, how to get there. Reality works very similar, right? Except when reality notices that you're focusing on something, your manifestation comes easier. So taking a deep breath in, I'm going to increase the energy in 3, 2, 1. Taking one more deep breath in with me. Sink into your body, sink into your mind, sink into your energy, and focus on the manifestation that you want to bring forward. Focus on the manifestation that you want to bring forward and relax into it. Notice where you have tension in the body. You're going to notice that there's certain moments, like in the back, in the legs, wherever you have tension, relax into that tension and then give yourself to the manifestation. If you can change the tension in your body with the energy of the manifestation that you're calling in, you will embody it faster. Taking a deep breath in, relaxing your mind, and I want you to just think about force. You're pushing away. Imagine that you're pushing away with your energy, with your consciousness, with the law of attraction, everything that does not serve you when it comes to embodying the manifestation that you're calling in. Push it away as much as you can. If you cannot visualize, feel that you're pushing away, or set a boundary that you're no longer calling in the things that are not in alignment with your manifestation. And as you do that, you're going to notice that your energy is changing. If you're paying attention to your energy and you are feeling the change, you're actively manipulating reality. So take a deep breath and just take a second to recognize the reason why I'm having a feeling of any form is because I'm bending reality. If you can confirm that to yourself, it starts becoming a law of your reality. It becomes a law of life. You can bend reality. That's just life. Taking in a deep breath in. Now, as you allow your aura to expand, now you're going to let that part of you continue to do what it's doing, and then you're going to allow a second part of you to bring in all the things that are in alignment with the manifestation. So just imagine that you open up another tab in your mind, or just know, if you don't imagine, and know that you can open up that tab. You're working on a brand new tab while the first tab is still working on its previous project of pushing everything away. This new tab is bringing in everything in alignment with your manifestation. And if you do that, taking a deep breath in, 3, 2, 1. You're going to start feeling energy starting to come to you and start to anchor itself in the spine. Taking a deep breath in. Whatever you feel coming into the body is your manifestation now becoming aligned. It's basically the law of attraction. Stay focused on the manifestation that you want to bring forward. Try to visualize it with more color. Try to add texture to it. Try to feel the ground. Try to breathe in the air. If you're eating food in that manifestation, try to taste the food. Really bring yourself as much as you can to the energy of the manifestation itself that you're bringing forward. A lot of people think about visualization and scripting is like what's going to get you there. You do those things so you can learn what the frequency or the energy behind all the scripting, all the visualizing actually is. If you learn how to just tap into the energy of the manifestation, you do not have to do the visualization or anything else, like those law of attraction manifestation 369 techniques, because you go to the core of it. It's all about the frequency. If you can tap into the frequency of your manifestation, feel it in the body, hold it in the body, and make that your new normal, your manifestation has no other option but to manifest. And this comes from years and years and years of just trying so many different techniques for manifestation. And a lot of them work. But once you practice so many different styles, you realize that they all boil down to the same principles. It's an energy that you're trying to download in some way, shape, or form so that you can feel it all the time. Then reality takes form. It's kind of got like a little bit of lag. And sometimes how I explain it to people is think of it as like a tornado. You know, like how a tornado starts off real light and it's not really picking up anything? Well, that's how you are at the beginning. You may not even have any spin, right? You start thinking about the thing that you want, you start trying to embody it, it starts gathering a little bit of the spin. And then at first you can feel it, but it's not fully a fully formed tornado. The more you feel it, it starts to like pick up speed. The more you embody it, the more you focus on it, it gets faster and faster and faster until it starts picking up matter. It starts picking up a truck. It starts, picking up trees, right? It's the same principle. And this is like, if you've listened to Abraham Hicks, she talks about the vortex. That's kind of pretty much the simplicity of it. This energy of the vortex is tied to your 12th chakra, and your 12th chakra is the Akashic records. So a lot of times people think like the Akashic records is only for you to go over there and like read shit that's happened. it's not that's like one of the many functions that it has. You can actually go to the Akashic records and create a vortex or reorganize your story and your data, right? Because the Akashic records data, pretty much like a data storage room, you can reorganize your own data to make something happen here in the lower realms. So it's like really cool stuff, but in order for you to do that, you have to go over the other principles that I've walked you through so far, which are like force, the density, gravity, and perception. Like the very first thing I teach you is like your perception controls everything. The way you look at reality, if you're constantly saying reality is unlocking for me every day, and that's your perception, like you're constantly getting more magical, you have no other option but to download the secrets of the universe. They're gonna come to you in weird ass ways. And then once you start understanding, oh my God, it's interacting with me, you realize force, then you're like, I want more of this. I want this to be my reality. You make it dense, and then gravity naturally takes place, and you start creating that universe that you wanted because you've embodied it. You know what I mean? So, here, then once you've embodied it, a natural rhythm will form itself, and you have to follow the rhythm. It's your choice to follow the rhythm. The rhythm is going to manifest itself and it's going to show you exactly what you got to do. If you don't follow the rhythm, then suddenly you're going to fall out of alignment with the manifestation or the quantum shift, quantum jump that you've done. So a lot of times, like when it comes to manifestation, people only talk about like going in one direction, which is super linear, like it only towards the good. And that's not actually true. Like there's an access point where there's a little bit of negative, a little bit of positive in any direction that you go. So it's not always just going in the most positive. If you want to be more rich, sometimes you have to learn like the hard curvature of like financial literacy and abundance, right? Like that can be rough, right? It's like relearning reality in a way. If you want to be an artist, right, but you're afraid of going to like meet and greets, you might have to summon a way for you to actually develop yourself to talk to people. Or if you really understand the principles of reality, you can create an ecosystem where you never have to talk to anyone at all because you're so in tune with your energy that your art just sells itself. And these are the secrets to Antojai shamanism. I know my thing is backwards, but it says Antojai. Yay! I'm gonna try to figure out how to like warp this and like flip it over so that it looks cooler in the future. But yeah. Yeah, like a spa day. Yeah, absolutely. Well, thanks you guys for being here. I wanted to keep up with my manifestation. I told myself this year that I'm going to try to post every day, Monday through Friday. And I've been doing really good for 4 weeks. But on the days where it's really hard, which has been mostly this week. I'm on week 4, and this is around the time where you start feeling a little bit of self sabotage. And I've been witnessing it. Thank God that like yesterday, I had a spurt of creativity, and I heard Spirit say like, "Hey, take this creativity and just record as much stuff as possible." And I said, okay, cool. So like in an hour, I did like 5 or 6 different reels. And then this morning I woke up and I'm like, I don't have any creativity. I don't feel like doing anything. And I was like, oh, thank God I recorded and it took action. I took aligned, inspired action yesterday when I intuitively was told record as much content as possible. So it worked out for me, right? And then today, that was only for Instagram, right? So I still had to make a video for YouTube. And if you guys don't know, I'm making basically 2 videos every day if I don't end up like batch creating, right? I'm still kind of like learning the process of being a constant content creator. So this is like my journey where I'm teaching you guys about the laws while I'm like applying the laws to myself as well. And it's like a rediscovery process, right? Like I know the force that I need to be in. I'm pushing reality in the direction I want. I'm making it dense by staying committed to it. It's gonna eventually create a gravity that produces prosperity for me in one way, shape, or form. It's gonna be hard. There's days where I want to give up. The days that I'm wanting to give up, I try to innovate. I try to get ingenuitive. Like if I tried to record a fancy video like I've been doing the last 3 weeks, I wouldn't be here whatsoever talking to you. My streak would have broken down. The only reason why I'm here right now is because Spirit told me go online right now, and then I saw someone else streaming, and then that was like, oh, you know what? You don't have to create content like that's polished all the time. Just stream, right? And then here we are, so keeping my streak going, and I hope this is helpful for you. Like, you have to be able to witness and listen and co-create with the universe. My willingness to listen to the intuition and take action is what's going to align me with the outcome of reaching 100,000 followers in a year. And then as I say that to you, the reason why I'm doing that is because I really believe in Antojai shamanism. And I want as many people as possible to be able to experience the magic that not only me, but the entire community has been feeling. So, and that we experience on a regular basis practicing Antojai shamanism. So like this is like the new wave. And like I've also been in this place where I've worked with so many people, like through tarot, through coaching, through this, through that. And I want to make more of an impact through evergreen content. So, like, if you have stuff that you want me to make, let me know. Put it in the comments. Hopefully, you are interacting with the content, giving a like, giving it a follow, sharing it when it resonates, and we can grow this together. This can be our manifestation together. The more people that are practicing Antohai and like the other advanced magics that we do, the easier life gets for everybody in general. And if you're not really interested in working and making the world better for everybody else, do it for your small little ecosystem, for you, your family, your pets. And that's still more than enough to kind of cause a ripple effect to help everybody else. So yeah, that's my little vibe, my little sprint for today. Sending you lots of love. Thanks for being here, and I will catch you tomorrow.